Come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. Hey now. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. Welcome to the live for the Greenleaf review. And must I say, Greenleaf was a Greenleaf? Did I say Greenleaf? Greenleaf is giving me a lift. Nah, Greenleaf is giving me life. But Greenleaf was a little bit lit last night. Let's see. Grace, Charity, Carissa, and we're going to talk about Sophia, and we're going to talk about Judy. So let's get right to it, y'all. Make sure y'all come on in, hit the like button, share the live if you have the capability to share the live. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can be a part of the Prime Time Squad. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can receive all the notifications every single time I go live or upload. So please, thank you so much very kindly. But where should we start? Grace. Okay. At the beginning of the episode, Judy, she's in town. You know, Judy Whitmore, that's Bob's daughter. And we didn't know a whole bunch about Judy, you know, and we still don't know a whole lot about her. One thing we have come to learn, though, is the fact that she used to have a relationship with Philip. Like, why didn't we know that? I mean, I don't know if they were how serious of a relationship they was, because the way Judy makes it sound, she kind of made it sounded like when she was trying to get the tea on him and Charity, she was kind of like, oh, you really want her? You really want to be with her? You really fraternizing with them? And he was like, well, she's different. She was like, oh, you mean like I was? I was like, hold up, wait a minute. These two were both in a relationship? Philip and Judy? Like, okay, come on now. And then Judy's talking about, she said Ken just signed the divorce papers. So I'm like, okay, so was she married? And was her and Philip, you know, having a relationship on the side? So they were, well, she was committing adultery. She was committing adultery, and Philip was probably just getting in where he fit in. And it probably has something to do, his relationship with her probably has something to do with him trying to be a little bit closer to Bob and maybe trying to get his hands, you know, his grasp, his reach closer to having that church, to running that church. But she comes to town and drops a bomb on Grace, talking about they now own all the property. Well, Grace already knew they now own all the property around the church, but they didn't know what they were buying all the property around the church for, and why they wanted that property so bad from Jacob and his wife Carissa, which they should not have sold. They should have listened to Lady Mae. They should have listened to Bishop. Lady Mae to slap Jacob across his head, because she knew, like, okay, I ain't gonna say it, but Mama knows best. Mama knows best, and his daddy did too. Everybody knew that he should have kept that property. Carissa knew deep in her heart, she has to know that he should have kept that property, that they should have kept that property, because there's nothing like owning a piece of land. Owning a building, owning a car, owning a house, owning some clothes, yeah, that's good too. But owning a piece of land, Jacob, man, I'm gonna need Jacob to gather himself together and start being the man of the house, because Carissa, leave it up to Carissa, and she will take them down and have them living out the project somewhere. But anyway, yes, everybody come on in, make sure you hit the like button, share the live if you can. We're just in here discussing Greenleaf right now, and it is season 4, episode 8. Yep, season 4, episode 8, titled Surprise. And it was a big surprise because they had no idea what, H&H had in store for all that land, all that property that they're bought around the land. Come to find out, they trying to put up restaurants, a community center, a gym, more parking spots. Now, Grace did say that she had some issues with the parking because they did need some more parking spots, but instead of just parking, they're trying to be, I'm like, hold up, is this a church or is this a strip mall? I mean, I'm confused. And I guess they were like, okay, you know what they're trying to do basically, they're trying to have Calvary pretty much set up like the Potter's house is in Dallas. I mean, community centers, a gym, five-star restaurants, all this stuff around the church. I mean, and they got 2 weeks to make a decision. Grace, the deacons, the board, they got 2 weeks to make a decision. And when they asked, well, how is all this supposed to be paid for? Judy was like, oh, don't worry about it. No money will come out of the church. No money will come out the board, none of the members or anything like that. They're going to, H&H, they're going to foot the bill to build all that around the church. And all they want in return is 12 seats. 12 seats on the board. They want 50-50. They want 50% of the board on the church. Grace ain't having that. She is not having that at all. First of all, she does not like the direction the church is going. Lady Mae doesn't like the direction the church is going. Charity is confused. Charity is really confused. Okay, now her father told, her and Lady Mae, him and Lady Mae, they had a discussion. And that discussion was basically, okay, he's a cool dude. This Philip that Charity thinks that she's in love with, the opposition, he's okay and everything. Until Charity was like, did you know that he writes all the sermons and he write all the speeches, for Bob? Bishop James was like, oh, so and he's stupid too? And he dumb too? Like, what fool? Okay, I mean, now that we know all this, because I knew that he had wrote, we knew that he had wrote that last sermon for Bob. I didn't know that he wrote all of them. Like every sermon, every speech, every conference, he writes all of them. So that probably explains why Philip believes that he should be the pastor of the church. Because basically, if he's doing all that for Bob is like, okay, now see, I'm getting some new insight on this Bob Whitmore. It seems to me like the church to him is just business. Like some of these big mega churches, we can't lie, we can't deny that some of them treat the church like a business. And I know church is a business per se. Like, okay, people want to come there, they want to serve the Lord, they want to pray, they want to shout, they want to dance, they want to, get a good sermon, learn something, come to Christ, whatnot. And then on top of that, the church does need funds. It does need money. Bills have to be paid, the light, the gas, security, alarm, everything. And so that's where the business side comes from. People in the church have to donate money, tithes, offerings, whatever, to keep the church afloat. But then we have those who use the church as to make money for them. To make money for them, like the people out there with 15 cars and 5 houses all around the country and big old jets and big bling all over, and I mean furs, and come on now, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's how Bob strikes me now. I really think that Philip really truly wants the best for the church, but I think he's going about it the wrong way by trying to, blackmail Grace or throw her under the bus to get to the church. I really do think that he could be, a great pastor for the church, but again, he enjoys throwing people under the bus to get on, climbing over people to get what he wants. He's doing that with Charity by using her. He's going to do that by Grace by throwing her under the bus and I guess blackmailing her, or snitching that she lied to the popos. And also on top of that, this woman Judy. Now she claims that she's about to get a divorce, and from her subtle comments to him, we learned that they had some type of relationship. Now, was they sleeping around together while she was married? I do believe so. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I do believe so. I do believe that she was committing adultery, and it was with him. It was with him. Now he ain't no bad looking man or nothing, so I can understand why. And he's chocolate and Lord, But anywho, Carissa, she done lost her mind. Like, what the heck is she up to? What is she doing? What is she thinking? She gonna make up this story that her daughter, Zora, she needs the copy of their marriage, her grandparents' marriage certificate. So she goes to, of course, Bishop, who's more lenient to her and probably cares for her more than Lady May, because her and Lady May, y'all know, especially after a few episodes ago when Lady May slapped the taste out of her mouth, they ain't cool like that. They ain't really ever been cool like that. Lady May just basically been putting up with her because that's her daughter-in-law. But anyway, she knew who the right person to go to, just like little kids. They know to go to mama for this, go to daddy for that. She went to Bishop James to get a copy of the... And Bishop James, he's too trustworthy when it comes to Carissa, because he was up there opening up that safe and taking out his marriage certificate and showing her where all the wills were and all the important documents without covering up the combination. He just up there talking to her, taking the combination, turning it, and then opening it up and handing her the marriage certificate. Carissa was watching the whole time, remembering the combination to the safe. So when Lady May found out, thank God somebody in this house is on their toes. Thank God somebody in the house is on their toes, because Lady May, she just knew something didn't sound right. Like, why the heck does this child, my granddaughter, need a copy of our marriage license for something for school or whatever she's doing? Like, okay, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. I'm surprised Carissa didn't think of something else, to say besides that. But anyway, Lady May ain't no fool. She ain't no fool. So she went and emptied out the safe. Carissa thought she was slick. In the middle of the party of the Lady May and Bishop James, they getting married again. She said yes. So they was having a little celebration. And in the middle of that, Carissa, she found herself sneaking off back up to Lady May and Bishop James' bedroom and thought she was going to go inside and find out whose name is on the will. Now, regardless whose name is on the will, who knows when they dying, okay? And they can always change the will from now. People change their wills all the time. Especially when they got crazy kids who act like they don't know which way they going, or can't control their money, or strung out on drugs, or who knows, you name it. Parents change their wills all the time. So what she was going to get out of this by knowing who was on the will, that would only help one person, and that would be Fernando. And, the realtor, the one who gave her the checks for the property, the one that she's sleeping with, the one that Jacob, okay, she was asking all these questions about the will, about the marriage certificate, all this kind of stuff. Jacob is like, I really don't want to ask my parents for that information. Like, and she's like, well, thanks for your help. She's so, Carissa gets on my nerves because she's all about Carissa. She's all about Carissa. She doesn't really ever realize what her daughter is doing. I mean, her daughter be here, be there, messing with this person, that person, chasing around men that she know damn gone well her parents or her grandparents would not approve of. But she's all about me, 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 me. Me want a big house. Me want to settle in. Me want to do this. Me. And so Jacob is like, I really don't want to do that. So anyway, he's like, well, I got a question for you too. Why was you at Fernando? What was you doing down there at the real estate office the other day? You didn't tell me about it. You to stop by. And she made up some old lie about some cufflinks. The cufflinks, like all the men working through H&H, the one, once they joined, all the men who came from, like Philip, like, who is it? Bob, and some other guy. I can't remember the other white guy's name, but they all had those cufflinks. All of them had them cufflinks. And when she first seen the cufflinks, she kind of thought like, hold up, that's how she kind of knew that they was affiliated with H&H, Harmony and Hope, because of the cufflinks, because she had seen them cufflinks and recognized them before. So she used that. And told Jacob, I was there visiting him and trying to see how you can get a cufflink to the church. Like, he don't even work at the church no more. Why would she? See, the excuses this woman gives when she's trying to be sneaky and do something, I'm like, really? Is that's your reasoning that you're gonna give? But anyway, I don't know if he really fell for it, but she made him, for the meantime, back off after she kept throwing up in his face. Well, you cheated on me, and how many times have you left me in bed night after night after night after night, and me wondering where you was and who you was with, but you want to worry about where I was? How did I know that she was going to do that? How did I know? First of all, we spoke about this a week or two ago, how she was, probably felt like this was her right. He did her dirty time and time again in the past, done cheated on her, left her bedside in the middle of the night many, many times. And she's probably like, what's this one time gonna hurt? What's this one time gonna hurt? And she thought it was gonna be one time, but obviously not. And I don't think that Fernando ever meant for it to be one time. Again, I do believe that he's going to try to blackmail her as well, so that he can either get his hands on the will, which she is already trying to get, or to keep her in his bed. So we shall see. Now, as far as Sophia, Dante, the one who plays for the Red Devils, the one who is benched for the meantime because of that fight he got into that went viral. Jacob used to mentor him, but he got fired from the church and fired as Dante's mentor because the way it looked on the viral was that he was in there duking it out and helping Dante fight instead of breaking up the fight and trying to keep Dante from getting in trouble by the team. But when you're not there and you see stuff on the internet floating around on videotape, some people see what they want to see. But speaking of videotapes, did y'all see that video that went viral? That video of that pastor Wilson? Did y'all hear about that? Oh, I think we need to talk about that in a whole nother live, though, But anyway, well, okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, we talking about the video with Dante and Jacob. So anyway, Jacob got fired. So he goes by Dante's chopping it up with him, letting him know he's sorry that he got, benched from the team and everything. But he figured that even though he's not still his mentor, he has a way where he can possibly get out of trouble and possibly get his butt off the bench. And I had his hair in my face, and possibly get his butt out off the bench and back onto the court. And he mentions to him about, being charitable, giving some money, or donating some money to some local schools. Kind of like, and he used LeBron James as, his, LeBron James, LeBron, he opened a school, in his community where he's from. And so he told Dante, well, you don't have to open a whole new school, but there's plenty of schools around here that you could contribute to. And he named the one that his wife, Carissa, as a principal at. Dante figures, he's just trying to be like everybody else in his life, like Nikki, like all his friends, trying to just get hands on his money. But Jacob, he wasn't trying to see it that way. Like, I'm just trying to use this man for his money. He thought that he could get in good graces with, his wife, Carissa, because they fell out. And so, over Fernando. So he figured, if he got this done, maybe she'll get off his back a little bit. But anyway, he goes over to Zora's little cottage, I want to call it, little cabin that she's living in on Lady Mae's and them property. And he's dropping off more of Nikki's things, because they broke up. And he's dropping off more of her packages. And Sophia is there. She done ran out the party upset because somebody mistaken her for Nikki and mistaken Nikki for Sophia. That's basically how much this Nikki chick is hanging around. And remember when I said like a week or so ago that Nikki, she act like she was moving in with Zora, and that ain't even Zora's crib. She was like, is it okay if I bring my suitcases in, from outside? And Zora was like, come on in, make yourself at home. I don't know what Zora's trying to do. If she's trying to make her permanent roommate, or if she was just giving her a place to stay for the meantime till she get on her feet or go back home to wherever she's from. But anyway, Sophia's not feeling it. And her and Dante, I don't know what it was, if there was some sparks there between both of them, but it sure was something in Dante's eye. The way he was looking her up and down, looking at her silhouette up and down when he walked past her. I'm like, But what y'all think about Zora now? Because Zora liked him first, and then Zora backed off once she found out that he had a woman. He had a whole woman, which was Nikki, but now Nikki and him is broke up. And now Nikki and Zora is friends, like BFFs. She done pushed Sophia to the side. And she mainly did that because I guess she felt like she couldn't trust Sophia because Sophia lied about her brother. And she was keeping all these secrets from her. But anyway, Dante asked her, would she like to go for a ride? And she said, sure. So again, back to Zora. Do you think Zora's gonna be a little jealous of her cousin Sophia? Or is she gonna be like, oh well, hey, I can't have him. I'm cool with his ex-girlfriend right now. So how would that look like? That wouldn't look too good to Nikki. But so anywho, y'all let me know what y'all think is gonna happen there. Charity. I cannot stand me some Charity right now. I really can't stand me no Charity right now. Charity is getting played. Charity's getting played, and she can't even see it. She can't even see it. Her mother sees it. Her brother, her sister, her father. Everybody sees that she's getting played. As a matter of fact, even Judy sees that she's getting played. When she told him, oh, she's different. Ain't that what you told me? And now her and her husband is getting a divorce. And I do believe that part of the reason was because of Philip. So she's up there getting played, then got pissed off, then gave him the go ahead. She done gave him the green light. Philip, do it. Release the recording and give it to Bob. But do you think The way Bob and his daughter and them is moving, H&H is moving right now. Do you really think that he would be upset because Grace lied to the police? Do y'all really think that that would make her have to step down from being pastor of the church and it would go into the hands of Philip? I don't think so. I do not think so. I really don't think so. Philip thinks that he is going to get this spot. Charity thinks that she's going to get the AP spot, and neither one of them, I feel, is going to get the spot. So y'all let me know what y'all let me know how y'all feel. I mean, oh my God. Charity. She is so jealous and envious of her sister, Grace. I just can't believe she would go so far just to destroy her and destroy her reputation and see her fail. That is not how family is supposed to be. But, she's a spoiled brat. She's a spoiled brat. She's always been spoiled. And I guess this is what happens when you have a spoiled child in the family who gets really jealous and envious of her own siblings. But remember what Jacob said? Remember what Jacob said to Philip? If you do anything to my sister, if you hurt her in any way, he's going to have to deal with him. And I do believe that he is going to have to deal with him. Even though Charity is being naive right now, she's confused. She feels like, she's in love and all this kind of stuff. Philip, you can obviously tell. He's not in love with her. He's so not in love with her. He's just using her and taking advantage of her. But even still with her naivety, is that right? Naivety. I think her family would probably be on her side if she slow her roll right now before releasing, or before he releases that recording to Bob. But then again, I don't know. I don't think it's going to make any kind of difference. I really don't. Because shoot, Bob and them, they doing all kind of shady and shisty stuff. So what's lying to the cops? What's lying to the cops? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Oh, you know what somebody said about this. Remember this, Carissa. Somebody said Carissa looks like Grace Jones. I'm like, Grace Jones. Now I can see why they said that, but Grace Jones, I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Grace Jones done made a lot of money doing whatever she does, so I'm not gonna. Anywho. I thought that was funny. But Lady Mae, she needs to be going off on Charity. She's up there. She done slapped the taste out of Carissa's mouth. She done slapped Jacob beside his head. She needs to put Charity in her spot. She needs to pull her coattail to the side and get her daughter together. Like, she's a whole hot mess right now. So, I don't know. Child. And I don't want her to go back to, she has an addiction, and she was on those pills, popping those pills left and right, getting high all day when her husband left her. And then when, after her husband left her for another man, and then Jabari left her, and, because she couldn't tour with him anymore. And it's like, I don't want to see her spiral out of control or nothing like that. But yeah, they need to get her together. But anyway, y'all let me know about each of the characters we discussed tonight. I think I discussed everybody who I said we were going to discuss. Connie. I just want to throw her into this review real quick. How do y'all feel about Connie? Like, why is she so hell-bent on being on H&H side? Like, why? I know she doesn't want Lady Mae and them she doesn't want Lady Mae to be the pastor. She doesn't want James to be, the pastor. She's dealing with Grace being the pastor. But the deaconess, Connie, I mean, she basically, okay, first of all, she was pissed off because she wasn't invited to the engagement party. Then she throws up in Lady Mae's face that she thinks she concocted the whole story about, she was up there talking about, my daddy did this and my daddy did this and my daddy touched me and my daddy. She thinks that Lady Mae rehearsed all that, made it all up just so she could get some sympathy so that she could keep her name on the ladies scholarship, the women's scholarship program, the fund that her brother misused and mishandled to pay off women that he was messing with. I'm like, really, Connie? Really? I mean, what's in this for her? Somebody needs to tell me something. Am I missing something? Like, what's in it for Connie? For her, she's like probably going to be the only one who agrees with Harmony and Hope turning the church into a strip mall. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all think. But Philip DeMars, Grace, and Lady Mae and Bishop James, they told their daughter Charity, Philip, you need to give this a little space. Y'all need to back up a little. Y'all need to slow it down some for right now. And they're looking out for Grace right now. And that's why she told Philip to go ahead and release the recording to Bob. So anyway, we're going to see how this going to work out, because as far as the Lady Mae and Bishop James is, they not willing to let Philip in that easily just because Charity think he's a good guy. And we know he's not. I think he has good intentions again on the church, but the way he's going about getting the church is so wrong. And Bishop is like, as long as he's part of H&H, if he doesn't quit, if he doesn't find another job, then they're not willing to let him in that easily. So we shall see what happens, y'all. I'm looking forward to next episode to find out if Charity is going to still be, give the recording, get a recording, Philip, or if she's going to think about it and be like, no, we're not going to do that to my sister. I have a feeling that she's going to regret it and she's going to try to stop Philip, but it's going to be too late. That's what I think is going to happen. And then we didn't really see, I don't think we saw Grace's son this episode. So I don't know what's up with her son, but he'll probably be in the next episode. We'll find out if he comes back home or if he's out there wilding out somewhere, stealing more drugs from the drugstores. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope you enjoyed the last episode of Greenleaf. Make sure you like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell. And in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad, stay safe, be blessed. And I'm out. Deuces. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you to all the well wishes and all the good lucks. Most of y'all know I entered into a cake off yesterday morning. I won first place. So make sure you check out the video. I took several different video clips throughout the day after I made the cake, on the way to the bake off, at the bake off, and so I'll condense it into a short, I think it's only like 11-minute video, the video I uploaded this morning. So please check it out. And I just want to say again, thanks to all the encouragement from everybody. I'm excited that I won. I won a $50 gift card, which might not seem like much to some people, and $50 might not be a whole bunch of money, but it was nice. So they're going to send me my gift card in the mail, and I'm going to go and spend it on something. But anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in again tonight. Don't forget to like the video. And thanks again. I appreciate all of you. Good night, DC12. Thanks for checking in with me this evening. You have a wonderful night. For those of y'all coming in late, please feel free rewind or hit the replay after the video is over rolling. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.